I'm fairly confident to say that I figured out a way to create a massive amount of content very quickly. And it's going to work for most people if you're a podcaster, if you do any type of sitting at a desk, or maybe let's just say creating content in a more stationary, structured environment. This strategy can work really well for you. Now, if you're a business coach, I know it's going to work for you. I'm going to walk you through everything and how you can create hundreds of pieces of content by using this strategy. And it's not going to be what you think. It's really a masterclass in how to efficiently work as well. Let's get into it. I believe that having the right tools, whether that's technical equipment or software, will allow you to create a massive amount of social media content very quickly. Now, yes, we have AI, but this video is not about AI. It's about a streamlined process to help you create more content. Now, who is this for? Well, I believe anyone that does talking head type of videos or maybe podcasts, especially business coaches. This is going to be a way for you to tackle all the different types of content that you need to deliver to grow, build, and monetize an audience. Live streaming, creating and uploading on your social media accounts, and repurposing content. If you can figure out how to do this efficiently, you're going to master content creation. And the great thing is, in just a few minutes, you're going to learn how to do this step by step. Now, I want to give you some of the foundational elements first, some of the different ways and things to think about when creating content. Now, we know there is a difference between long form content and short form content. They appeal to different audiences, and the amount of information that you can provide in long form content is much more that you can in short form content. Short form content needs to be engaging, it needs to be quick, it needs to be short. And so we have to figure out which one do we focus on, or is there a way that we can do both without breaking the bank? Now, if you don't have a team to help you, whether that be physical personnel or the software tools, this can be a challenge, but the goal of all my videos is to make things simple and pretty much give you no excuses not to be able to do this. Now, in the comment section, let me know what is the thing that you do, because that's going to help me as I create more videos, because I love using real world examples and putting myself in your position to see what you're dealing with. Now, for me as a content creator, as someone that focuses on the tech space, I like to train and provide information to people to help them accomplish their goals. I'm trying to get more out of the service-based business and more of the tutorial and training industry when it comes to video production. And so one of the elements that I'm able to do is do all my content from mostly here in the studio. There are times when I do go outside and record content, but most of the times I have the structure in place of where I'm going to record my content. And so that's going to be very important. Now, if you do have a home office studio, that is something to congratulate you for. Making sure that you have lights, you have a camera, you have a microphone, and able to come to a space on a consistent basis and just create your content. But let's hurry up and get to the good stuff. How can you create hundreds of pieces of content very quickly? One popular social media distribution strategy is to create your content and upload it on every platform as often as you can. Now, that sounds great in theory, but practically that is a very tough task. Now, I love all kinds of different apps as a consumer, and as a content creator, I'm pretty much aware of where my audience is and where they could potentially be. I want to think about audio platforms, whether that's podcasts or audio-based apps like Clubhouse, video-based platforms like YouTube and Amazon Live, and even text-based platforms, articles, blogs. My audience is on all of these platforms. And how can I get to all of these platforms being a solo creator? Well, this strategy is one that I'm getting ready to implement for myself. If you're trying to maximize your time, you want to start with long form content. And the reason is long form content takes a little bit of time to just sit down and think about. You want to make sure that you grab all your key talking points, but the best part of doing long form content is you don't have to do it as often because you can take your long form content and distribute it into shorter pieces of content. Now, me personally, I don't focus on creating dedicated short form content. I focus on making sure that my long form content is the best it could possibly be. So I want you to think about live streaming and podcasts because those are two types of long form content. Decide which one would be great for you or which two would be great for you because you can do them at the same time. Now, I like video-based podcasts, literally turning on the camera, connecting the microphone, and doing my podcast by looking at the camera. So I'm able to conquer all of my long-form content. But there's another piece of long-form content that I love creating and I really want to get back into, which is live streaming. Yes, it is possible to live stream while doing your podcast and recording it on video all at the same time. Now, if that umbrella makes sense to you, you may want to consider how you can pull that off. Now, we can talk technicals and all the equipment that you might need, which is not that much. But if you can think about a way that you can live stream your audio and video, record your audio and video, this is going to accomplish the goal. Now, one of the platforms that I used in 2020, 2021, and 2022 and 2023 has been the audio-based platform called Clubhouse. Now, it was really popular back in the day, not as much now, but you can still follow me on Clubhouse if you want to join some of those live interactive rooms. But positioning myself to have my podcast go to a live audience in real time is pretty cool. So how do we actually do this? I'm going to link up above to the video of how you set that up just for the sake of time, but make sure you go through that and think about how you can talk about a specific piece of content for about 30 to 1 hour. That's a lot of time for some of you all. I know, I understand, but it's going to give you all the content you're going to need for the whole month when it comes to redistribution. Now, because that video that I referenced talks about audio, let's talk about the video side of that. Now, this video is not sponsored by this company, but it is a platform that I've been using more and more. If you've been watching some of the Tuesday segments here on the YouTube channel for the Teach Me Tuesday episodes, I've been using a platform called Riverside.fm. Now, originally, I was just using it because it allows for a really quality video. Even if the video stream drops during our recording, it still records locally and uploads to their cloud to keep the integrity of a 4K video. That's pretty cool. Now, there's not a lot of technicals when it comes to setting up for interviews or just going into their studio mode and hitting the record button. It is a very simple platform to use. And one of the other parts of this platform is that it has the ability to live stream. So I can literally set up my camera, connect it into Riverside.fm, and go live to Clubhouse to go live to a real audience on audio apps. I can go live to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or even Amazon Live. Now, if you're not following me on Amazon Live, do me a huge favor, click on the link in the description and jump over there and hit follow. I only need a few more people for us to do some really awesome dedicated live streams over there. And yes, your vote does matter over there on Amazon. Now, once I've gone into the Riverside studio and started my live stream going to all the different apps, I can actually download the recording at the end of it, and I could manually go through the recording and edit it for all the different social platforms. But Riverside more recently introduced something called Magic Clips. Now, currently it's still in the beta, but what Magic Clips allows me to do is one, stay inside of one platform so I don't need to go and download a whole bunch of AI tools from all different companies. I can stay within Riverside.fm and download my clips, and I can also rearrange the view of these clips. I can change the layouts, I can add the captions, I can add background colors and different effects to make this a little bit more engaging. And so with Riverside.fm and being able to go through my long form content and then pull out my short form content in one platform and live stream, this is hitting all the bells and whistles for me. And so as I'm retooling how I show up on social media, this one tool is allowing me to do everything. So now that we quickly covered all the bases, then all we have to do is upload our content. Now, if Riverside builds in a social media content calendar, game over, because all you have to do now is upload into your favorite distribution calendar and let your post auto release at the date and time that you schedule it for. Now, there are some little elements that Riverside doesn't have that I wish it does as a live streamer, but when it comes to content creation, I just need to get it done. And so I can overlook some of the little minute things that I might want to see in a traditional live streaming platform. Now, also keep in mind, and I know some of you guys miss this sometimes, so I have to call it out. Certain platforms are built to do certain things, so keep your expectations where they should be. If a meeting platform is supposed to do meetings, don't expect it to start doing live streaming and be the best live streaming software out there. So with Riverside, I am getting more than what I initially thought I was getting. And now to be able to get short form content out of my long form content and not have to run over to another AI tool, hey, it's a win-win for me. Now, if this content delivery strategy makes sense for you, make sure you like this video so that I know to do more videos like this, because I do kind of want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the right types of content on this channel so that you can subscribe and keep coming back for more.